Here's some wisdom. Techniques, here it is. I am air. I am air. I am air at 320. Hi, I'm Andrzej, and I am truly going to see the most incredibly exciting, probably the absolute fastest, and definitely the most undeniably sexiest racing motorcycle in all of Poland, which is currently being built in Toruń by the guys from AF Racing Team. I can't wait to see it, and trust me, you can't wait either. And let me just repeat, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to watch this video. Your viewership is truly valued, and we are incredibly grateful for your continued support. Thank you so much for watching. When I get out and straighten up, it mows. I feel like an athlete. Why do you smell like that? Motorbikes? And here there is still something, and everything is being built. And suddenly there will be motorbikes on display everywhere. Please let me know. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much for your time and consideration. Do you have any motorcycles? I found myself there too. And without, when is Black Tower in Kiselin, do you see? Please. This TR supposedly has 221 horsepower and already 0.4. Even? Yeah, that's with the stock exhaust, right? Great. I think 34 on the return. But forbid it. Yeah, right. Yes, that's how you play too. Fun. Yes. The bike is almost ready. As usual almost, because we know how it is in the racing world. Everything is tightened up at the last minute, but here we already have more of this motorcycle than less. Philips Ducati Panigale V4R. The first proper racing Ducati V4 in Poland. A fantastic bike. Come on, let me prove to you that this is the bike. Because look, this one doesn't have the fairings yet. Because racing fairings for this machine aren't easy to get at all. It's all because of this. The distinctive winglets. Pure carbon. It costs 450 euros each per item. It's actually a good deal for carbon winglets for a motorcycle, so this bike is still waiting for its fairings. Because they come straight from Italy, you know, it's not like you can just say, alright sir, make me some winglets and I'll just stick them on and that's it. They have to be set at the right angle. Look here. You can also see that one is lower, the other is higher. There's a bit of clever engineering here. As for the bike itself, just the facts. 998 cc displacement, which is practically 100 less than the regular road-going V4. Well, this one is road legal too. Power in Euro 4 specification, 221 horsepower. So it actually has more horsepower than the 1100 version. It has 112 nanometers of torque, admittedly instead of 124, but here, power is what matters most. And now the best part, Philips Panigale. When you put this on, meaning a complete exhaust system, this bike delivers 234 horsepower. It's an amazing thing. And while we're at it, let's talk about the weight. So, ready to ride in the street version, it weighs 193 kilograms, but when it's stripped down for the racing version, meaning for those actual racetracks, we have 186 kilograms. Sorry, 186 kilograms with just the exhaust and with the mirrors and license plate on it. So, in the racing version, fully fueled, it will weigh around 180 kilograms. And get this, the post-race weight limit is 165 kilograms, and it will just about hit that limit, meaning that after using up all the fuel, there will only be a little left. So this motorcycle weighs around 165 kilograms, and let me remind you, it has 234 horsepower. Look here, this is honestly the biggest shock for me. This is the frame of a regular Panigale V4S, and this is the Panigale V4R. And if Darek said, you know, I used to be afraid to make even a small hole in the frame because we wanted to attach something, just look at the hole they made in the frame. Ducati. At the moment, when it's not even that they were trying to lighten it, 4R compared to the S. But at the moment when they wanted to increase the flexibility of the frame, because the point is to maintain grip, especially of the front wheel during maximum lean angles, and you know, that's when everything just bends. What's funniest and most interesting, and what proves that this motorcycle is completely designed for racing, is that here you can even bolt on a crossbar that stiffens the frame. And it's likely that these crossbars, they're probably already using them in the World Championships. They come in different stiffness levels, so with this small component you can adjust the frame's rigidity. Just think about that. Wrap your head around it. I've never seen a sport bike with bodywork that's so well soundproof. All of this is done so that this engine could pass the standards, because Euro 4 isn't just about emissions. These are also noise regulations, above all, and all of this is done so that the motorcycle is soundproofed, so that when it goes through homologation, it meets those standards at a certain distance. The details here are incredible. These gills don't appear on the S version. It's all about helping the motorcycle dissipate heat better. And overall, the fairing is entirely wider compared to the S version. And what shows that these winglets aren't just for show, look at how they're reinforced here. Because, you know, the downforce, if they were poorly attached, they would just get ripped out of the fairing. You can see that everything here is really well done. Everything is measured down to the millimeter. And now, what everyone has been waiting for, the true Ducati fans, the dry clutch is back, something that disappeared along with the Ducati 1098. What is most characteristic when it comes to big Ducatis is that since this motorcycle has already been ridden and wiped down, that's it. If no one's looking, oh, it's about the kill switch. I'd call it the Alpe switch. Or the kill 'em all switch. I've already seen the looks, but Lucas, alright? That's enough. But this... But I want this. I really want this. Yeah. What else has been changed? Look, here's the fork. Stock. I don't remember what it is, but it's good too. Really good Öhlins, but if you're going to race, then go all out. Basically, it's the best fork a regular motor can buy from Öhlins. So, Öhlins FKR at the front. Just the cartridges, because that's enough. The calipers are unchanged, so Brembo Stylema, just like the 1100, only with some better brake pads used in the south. What really surprises me is that the ABS pump has to stay, which also adds another 2 kilograms. Theoretically, it would be better to get rid of it, but we can't do that because it works together with the computer when it comes to all those traction control sensors and so on, so it has to stay. At the rear, there's an Öhlins TTX36, but it's already configured strictly for racing by Derek and his team. Marco will be riding this kind of motorcycle, German, and Daniel Bławukowski for the entire Alpe Adria series. The guys are heading to Slovakia for their first training sessions very soon tomorrow. In fact, which is why, as you can see, there's a bit of a rush. Maybe later we'll see it at Speed Day, and we'll find out whether this motorcycle can pass the noise standard with all the Debbie killers. Oh, what else is good? Power to weight ratio. 1.14 horsepower, no. Sorry, even bet 1.25 reals horsepower per kilogram. It used to be impossible for motorcycles to have such a ratio. A power to weight ratio of 1:1, and now they have 1.25. It feels nice to touch, doesn't it? Do you want to touch it? And here, gently touch it, and you can then carefully push it back into its original position, which is good. It's kind of like a firework, right? Can we unscrew this? We'll be able to turn it back to the return position, 45 meters. Maybe we should order one like that. Yeah, awesome. And it's relaxing. Relaxing. This is, you know, I'm air at 320. Thanks.